everyone, how are you? Thanks for tuning into Life Coach Carmen channel today. In this video, we're going to talk about how to debunk and tackle the very common myths we have about meditation. And I'm going to address 4 myths of meditation so that we can make meditation a little bit less daunting and scary, and so that it could become a very powerful tool for us instantly. So let's dive right into it. Myth number 1 that I want to address today is that you absolutely need to have a clear mind in order to have a successful practice. And that is an absolute myth. And the reason why is because a busy mind is very, very normal. I've talked about this in other videos as well. We all have 60,000 thoughts a day. It's impossible to stop thinking altogether. So rather think about not having thoughts as being successful in a meditation. Think about having less thoughts, and that the gap in between thoughts could be a little bit wider as a successful meditation. Even though if you were to have a ton of thoughts, that's perfectly okay. So long as you notice your mind wandering off and you keep bringing it back to the place where you want it to be, and noticing all the thoughts popping up, it is absolutely the right way to do it. And that would be considered a successful practice, is to keep bringing it back and keep bringing it back. And it's okay to have a million thoughts so long as you're able to slowly catch more and more of these wandering moments. The wandering moments is part of the practice. In fact, if you catch these wandering moments, then you are able to keep the practice going. So don't think that you absolutely have to have no thoughts and a clear lake to be meditating properly. That is not possible, and that is not necessary. You will still reap the benefits of sitting down, having your eyes closed, and being in that mode in order to have a good practice. So myth number 1, let's debunk it once and for all. It's impossible to have a clear mind. Okay, myth number 2 is that it will take a long time for you to reap the benefits and the results of meditation. And it does not take years, it does not take months, it does not take weeks. In fact, I've heard people saying that the result is very instant, and for me as well. So let's debunk and tackle that myth altogether. Is you only need short sessions, as short as 5 to 10 minutes, to see significant changes in your well-being in every single way. It does not take long. Even if you were to sit there and having a ton of thoughts, it's still extremely beneficial. So that's myth number 2. You don't really need a lot of time to see the benefits. Myth number 3 is that a lot of people think that having a meditation practice could be time consuming, especially if you have a very busy schedule, you have a lot of things to tackle during the day. I can tell you that if you're a busy person, there's more reasons for you to meditate, because you absolutely need to unwind and allocate proper time to take care of yourself. And so the trick here is not to think that you don't have time, is you just need to think about why meditation is good and important for you, and perhaps address the 2 or 3 whys as to why this is good for you, whether it's because you want to have better health, whether it's because you want better clarity and the ability to think better so that you can be more productive and effective in everything you do, or whether the why is because you know that it's extremely important to take breaks and take pauses and take care of yourself. And if it's a part of self-care, write them down. The trick is to understand the reasons why. As a life coach, we know how to do this, is we always sit down and address with the clients why they want to, take a certain path, do certain lifestyle changes. It's always address the why. So write down your whys and then somehow figure out a way to prioritize that in your schedule, so that even if it's only for a tiny little short session, you're able to keep that practice going, and being consistent is the most important thing. It doesn't have to be an hour long. It doesn't have to be, oh, I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. and start doing this. No, you just need to make sure that you find a way to squeeze it into your schedule, whether it's going into your car during lunch break, or whether it's just closing a door in the bathroom in your, comfortable place where you can take a little break and just close your eyes. So make that work for you. It doesn't have to be time consuming. The last myth I want to address is that you need to have a special environment. I mean, obviously having your own space is great, but you don't need a special environment to really sit down and do it like, the gurus or the yogis or the spiritual seekers do, having the incense and the sculptures and everything. No, you don't need that. If you're really a person on the go and you have a lot of things to do, like I used to be, you can absolutely just do something called micro sessions, or I call them micro meditation sessions. It's really when you're coming to a point where you really need to take a break and you're just tired, or you just need to refresh yourself and re-energize and reset. Just go ahead and sit on a chair and just close your eyes for 1 minute. The body is extremely powerful. It will take advantage of that 1 minute and completely reset. Obviously, the longer the better, but sometimes you just really have 1 minute in between meetings, let's just say, for example. And if you take advantage of that 1 minute to just close your eyes and be in silence, or even have music on, just do something like this and breathe. Keep your eyes closed. Notice your own breaths. Just for a minute. And even then, just by doing that, I completely see myself calming down more so and re-energizing. So practice micro meditation sessions if you have to. Obviously, meditation, it's not only for spiritual seekers. That is a myth. Take advantage of the secular side of meditation, because the practice itself, it's of big benefits to you and for your well-being. So you don't have to go to the lengths or the depths of what the spiritual seekers and yogis are doing. You just need to incorporate the tool that they use and just put it into your tool belt and use it in a way that will benefit you, right? And obviously the power is tremendous. You may become more spiritual in the process, but you don't have to be a spiritual seeker to engage in that activity or take advantage of that tool. So with that, those are the 4 myths that I want to address, and hopefully this will make this a little easier for your practice, a little bit less daunting. And if you have any specific questions or topics you want me to explore more, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I would appreciate you liking and sharing this video. Hopefully you have something that you can get out of it. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Sending you love and light.